Caught me in mid-drink.
It's 5 o'clock somewhere. It's close enough.
So, hello everyone. Welcome to another episode. It's no good unless you have some kind of accent. That's why we need Jared here.
You already have an accent.
Oh, that was wrong.
What you do?
It's just very slight.
Slide.
Anyway, hello,
That's why I
Chuck.
married you. Sexy Southern accent.
Well, it could have been worse. It could have been kind of like trailer park Southern accent. Hello, Laura, Jenny, Tanner, Jeff. Hello, sir. So, I have to apologize. Last time when we had our live feed, I was responding to people, and I didn't realize I was responding to people on the YouTube channel, on the Facebook channel, because we're doing dual feed. So it was. I apologize. I didn't realize that we were getting the chat feeds from both. So we were talking back and forth. Hello, Raven. Yeah, we'll get better at it. We won't. Am I kidding?
I think we've come a long way.
Yeah. Speaking of coming a long way, did you realize tomorrow marks the 1-year anniversary we took over this building?
It does.
Yeah.
It's exciting.
So for 1 year, everything going on and all the remodeling and getting everything with the Meduto effect going and whatnot. It was already pre-existing, but it was just,
It's amazing what you can accomplish in a year.
Yeah.
I'm excited to see 1 year from now what we've accomplished.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's true. But yeah, I just looked at the date and realized that tomorrow marks the day we walked up the door with a case of beer and a key in our hand.
Yay!
And Jared kicked off the remodeling.
Yep.
Yeah, that's
literally.
So thank you. Actually, it's everybody because there was so much help involved. Not only just the support, on the back end, but it was also the hands-on. And this is a group project. This isn't just us. This is a huge group project, and very proud of everybody's accomplishment in doing this. So I said I have an announcement to make. I'm sure it's really loud on the microphone. I have formally stepped away from PAST, the paranormal team. I am no longer affiliated, although I am still supporting them with different projects, and kind of want to be their resource. Due to health and everything going on, I can't investigate anymore. So we had a meeting today, and officially I am no longer a member of PAST, just supporting them. But there's more to come to that.
Mm-hmm. I'm going to be case manager.
Yep.
So I'm still involved with PAST.
It's because she won't leave me alone, by myself.
So I won't be actively investigating per se, but I still will be helping out with all the office kind of back work. And then, of course, it's a case-by-case basis. If I need to come in, I will. But we are definitely looking for new members. So what we have decided is that if you are wanting to get involved with the PAST team or have a chance at maybe being on the PAST team, we would highly recommend that you come out and take the Paranormal Investigation Lecture 101. And then we'll go from there. We've decided kind of, instead of trying to train people like during an investigation, which is fine, but it's the actual investigation work is a very small part
Yeah.
of the whole picture and what we do. So there's a lot of organization and doing things before we go out on investigation. And then in the investigation part, maybe we're there for 4 hours, do our thing, and then there's a lot of work after that. So
preliminary and afterwards.
correct, yeah. So if you are seriously thinking about being an investigator and that is something you want to do, you need to come out and take that lecture class, and then we'll go from there.
Mhm.
So
Sorry. YouTube comment.
oh,
Okay. So but with that being said, we're going to be working on. I've got another team I'm working with, and because of their professions, I don't want to say their names. And so, with that being said, these are programmers and developers and whatnot that are taking our old theories. And when I say old theories, and I mean what's behind me, that's been going on for centuries. And we're going to be mixing it with modern technology for investigations. Now, Past Team has exclusive rights to anything we want to test. Now, however, if you're part of a paranormal team, we'd also be interested in hearing your theories. But we are, I'm going to focus more on working with the development team and making new devices to gather information. See, unfortunately, in paranormal research, it's become all blinky lights and, oh my God, did that move? Or, whatever. No one knows what we're looking for. Is it ghosts or whatever? But these are all, yeah, you're crossing the streams. Well, that happened only once, and I was pretty drunk. We won't go there. But the thing is that we want to dial in exactly what's going on. In the recent Dave Scott roundtable discussion, we mentioned that everything is connected, whether it's cryptids, ufology, paranormal research, supernatural research. It's all connected. It's just depending on where we want to put our focus. Well, we're not going to be looking at one specific focus. So we're going to be, 12-foot tall demons and an 8-foot door. Woohoo! Our focus is to get rid of all that garbage and get facts. Two of the developers, that's their specialty, is to only look to pull data, and they make items to only gather data. So with that being said, we're going to be developing some interesting devices, and we've already started actually. We did a ritual and still processing the data from that. But here's the key things. Raven, good job. You killed the East Quarter camera. Well, it still works. It just wouldn't record. As soon as she turned and faced that direction, camera turned off. Well, quit recording. It was still working. It was still connected, but it wouldn't record. So we're getting away from the blinky lights and the whatnot. So just to give you an idea, when we did the ritual on Samhain, we had an oscilloscope hooked up to the circle for the actual ritual. We have time distortion device that was hooked up, which we call evidence that there's yes, Raven, I know you hate cameras. Didn't have to project it that way, but yeah. but we actually caught evidence of a time distortion. We actually caught evidence of um, brain pattern waves that were syncing up. We caught, oh my gosh. Oh, an interesting one is we decided to kick on the ghost box, and because it was isolated and we knew we weren't going to catch any AM, FM frequencies, we knew it would be kind of isolated. So the interesting part is right when we closed the ritual, three crows sounded through the ghost box, which is, we've caught a cat before.
I know, and it was down in the. I mean, we've had crows at the building, but there's no way you would have been able to hear them in the basement.
No, the command
Like-
center was set up in the basement. So,
And nothing had been coming through that before, right?
right.
It's weird.
So,
Very weird.
putting all this together, and I'll put a presentation video together. I'll share it with the individuals that were participants first, and then I'll release it to everybody later on. It'll be on the YouTube channel. It's in the process right now.
Mm-hmm.
So this group that will be doing the not investigations, but the development of items, it will be the Saskatchewan Occult Technology Group. So, so we're focusing on old information and combining it with new technology. So, so to get away from that, because the past team, like I said, we had our meeting and everybody was understanding. Because like the day before yesterday is when I had my really bad episode. That was almost an ER visit, and with this whole COVID mess, I didn't want to go. So, so we're since my days of soldering apparently is not going very well. So I pretty much will bring the theories to the table, way I would look at it, and then they would give me their information and they would start their development. And they're very excited. They're not practitioners. They're very unbiased, but they're very open-minded. And it's
There's going to be a lot of eyes on the past team when they use the devices. It's just something that never has been used in the paranormal field before. So, and they get first shot at using it, which is amazing.
Yeah. Redesigning the Anubis gate. That way less accidents happen.
That's a good thing.
Yeah.
But we'll be reaching out. Personally, I'll be going through backlog of emails and messages to the page just to get things sorted out, because we have had a lot of people reach out to us. But again, we were kind of in limbo with not only with Matt's health issues, Corey was having some health issues as well. And
COVID.
and then COVID hit and all that crap. And we're not on an official hiatus. And we are still going to be very precautionary, but we're going to try to get back to people now and move forward. And yeah, I'm excited. There's a lot of opportunity for the team. There's some, Justin and Sharon and Corey are amazing people, and we look forward to moving forward.
Yeah, and also to expand on that Paranormal 101 class, I'm going to expand that class to focus more on the technical side, more on the review side, so if you're not interested, you go to that and say, what, this is not for me. Or you may be interested in one aspect of it.
Mm-hmm.
So, like the evidence review, that's a completely different skill set, because that's what Allison would do. And then you also got the technical side, what is the different equipment? Why is it being used? And all these different things. What's the best thing to pull out of the arsenal?
Mm-hmm.
So we're going to those classes will be focused specifically on those items. So it's
Like at this point, I literally wouldn't consider bringing someone on investigation unless they took the class.
Yeah.
And that's for your safety. That's for the safety of your team members. It's also so things function a little bit properly, because if we don't have kind of clear defined, what we need to do on site, you might be there for 4 hours. It seems like a lot, but it's actually a very limited amount of time, and you want to be somewhat organized. So anyway,
so the other thing I've got is, of course, our product line is going to be expanding. So you notice we posted that some things are going on sale. The coffin boxes, we got more things because we only have a limited space, and we're adding more specialty items. So that's the key point, because like we got Laura Stedman's jewelry in there. It's thank you, Laura. It's
yay!
gorgeous.
It's hard to see. Oh my god! I'm gonna try to put it up to the camera. Is it gonna work?
I don't know. The camera's kind of high.
Oh shit! Can you see it?
Yeah.
Okay. Little crow, little raven.
You have a little bit of a. No, just kidding.
Can I beat you now?
Exactly, Jenny. But yeah, so we're going to be bringing other artisans in to the store and set that up, plus our products, and we're going to be phasing out some products. So yeah, the store itself is going to be changing some of the product lines that we carry.
Mm-hmm.
But that leads us into the craft show that we had to cancel, which was supposed to be today. COVID.
That's so sad. It was like my dream to have a craft show here, and
Yeah, unfortunately, the way it would work is we would have had, just so everybody knows, the biggest reason we canceled it is, aside from the COVID numbers going up, the managing of people coming in to the location would have put not only everybody here more at risk, but the people coming in. So we figured the risk outweighed the needs, and got rid of it. Also, the fact that we would have had 7 tables, so that's 7 people, 3 people on staff. Literally, only one person at a time could have came into the building. So that's not fair. Oh, thanks, Stephanie. So what we're going to do is, using this platform, we're going to do one artisan at a time, and do it live feed. But also, if someone locally here in Milestone wants to come in, it won't be such a high risk factor. It'll still be masked and everything else. But the live feed, I have a problem with just putting pictures up, because you don't get a sense of how big something is, or with the detail in it. And also, if I'm holding, this is from Windecker's wood turning, which was supposed to be here. I got this a couple of years ago. For me to sit here and talk about it, and for you to see it, makes a big difference, rather than just looking at a picture and a write-up.
yeah.
And you get the artist to explain to you, what was their inspiration or things like that. So we figured out a way to build, so for example, I hold this up, the link will come up for purchase on the feed, and if you're interested, you can purchase it. But we got that part sorted out. Now we just
It's like a metaphysical home shopping channel concept. It's kind of fun.
Yeah, it could be fun. I just kind of immediately went to some of those radical salespeople.
Limited time only.
Yeah, limited time only. You wouldn't believe this. Anyway, but that's going to be coming soon. We're going to start setting dates based on the artisan's availability, and have everybody come in.
Support local.
Yeah.
Especially this time of the year. Source out local first. See what artisans are around. Not only just crafters, but there's people with home-based businesses. source them out first before you go to Walmart or before you go to these other, Amazon or any of these other places. Like I have a lot of artist friends, and COVID has really, it's been horrible for them. Like they've missed craft sales, they've missed events, they've missed so many things. And
Also, artisans like to talk about their products that they make because you don't know the backstory, and they enjoy that social interaction. Explain to you what it took to make it. What was their inspiration. So that's really very important. As far as that goes. Craft show expansion prize. Oh yeah. I don't know if you noticed or not, but the lectures have all been reduced to 5. And the workshops have all been reduced to 5 on the capacity. It's just a precaution. So if things level out by then, when they start rolling back around, we'll raise the number. But right now, it is limited to 5, so I can scatter everybody around the building, safely. I just don't want to take any chances. And we've said it a million times on the page, but the store hours are now set. I have to tell you the trigger point for this. I was in the main hall and I was having a sandwich and still in pajamas, and half a sandwich is just stuck in my mouth, and 2 ladies walk into the door and said, here we can buy candles here. So love to visit, but it was just kind of caught me off guard. So we're setting exact times.
It's Thursday, Friday, 2 to 7.
Correct.
And Saturday and Sunday,
noon to 5.
Noon to 5.
The biggest reason for the 2 to 7 is if you're in Regina, it gives you enough time to make it out, for whatever reason. What am I knocking over? Okay. So, you're very welcome, Laura. Christmas time is huge for local artisans. It's really.
Please reach out to us too if you guys want to put some things in consignment in the store. We did have Laura stop by. She dropped off some ravens, very limited edition ravens.
Rings.
I've been wanting one of these for months and months and months and months. And Matt got this for our anniversary, so I was pretty happy. But if you guys want to put a couple things on consignment, I'm totally cool with that. I think we only ask for 10%.
10%.
I mean, most places will ask for 60, but they have way more overhead than we do. So I'm okay with 10% on top. That's fine with me, and I think that's fair enough. But I just really want to help other people out. I just really want to help people out during this time. Again, it's been scary for people who are local artists and.
And then.
What the heck? What was
that? To answer your question, Raven, yes, there's been things going on ever since the ritual.
Yeah. That was loud.
Yeah, don't know what that was.
Anyway. Not that. It's funny how stuff happens and we're not even really that concerned. It's just like, oh, that was okay. I don't smell smoke. Nothing's exploded. Yeah. We're good.
I'm running through my head. Did I turn off the burners downstairs? I was making candles.
I checked before I came.
Oh, okay. So, COVID measures, they're going to be changing constantly. There's a telephone number on the page as well. There's an option 3 to keep updated if we missed it on the pages, on the websites, whatever the case may be. Next time on Madutu Live. But that's updated regularly. So if we change anything due to announcement, SHA has come out with something. We keep that updated right away, and then the website's done after that.
Well, in our small town on the Milestone, we did have a COVID case at the high school, and people are taking it a little bit more seriously now. Like they're not in our bubble, and yeah, it's a little close to home.
Yeah.
So again, that's why we're just being extra cautious. I mean, we were cautious to begin with when it came to having any type of small event or lecture, but again, it might seem like it's a little bit much, like only with the 5 people when you can have a 10 person, but I would rather be under that and just everybody be safe. So it just sucks, but it is what it is, guys. And
we're going to be copying what a lot of places are doing. A lot of places were offering disposable masks, and we still have disposable masks. Thank you, Jeff and Raven.
They donated us a box of masks,
right,
which has been amazing.
So we still have those here, but in the event that it starts becoming more and more difficult to get the mask, we're going to print up our own here. We have our.
Ooh, I can model one.
So they will, once we run out, we're going to be selling these. It won't be expensive. It's something just to cover the cost of the mask. And you can take it with you and wash it and whatever you want to do. But it's more of a.
They're super cute.
These are easier for us to get than disposable mask, and I can print these up all day long. So. You got mine. You can tell because I have this ridiculously pinched one to keep my glasses from fogging.
Ow! Oh yeah. That's why it smells like tuna salad.
What? Does not.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, well, once we run out, we'll have to start doing this because once again, it's easier for us to get these. And I'll take 3. So right now we're going to stick with the disposables. But yes, I'll make.
If you talk to Matt really nicely, Laura, maybe you could make one with your LJ logo on it. Just
saying. And then I mentioned it before. The Yule candles, for those that are local, they are here. There's been quite a few pre-orders on these.
It smells like, I was talking to Tammy at work, and we decided it smells like evergreens and Christmas baking together. This is more of the baking one. I feel like the sweet kind of baking smell.
Yeah.
Mixed with the fir tree and all that. Definitely smells like Yulish.
Yulish?
Yulish.
Funny, you don't look Yulish. What?
Wow.
Anyway. And then I got the winter solstice one, which that's the one you've been huffing.
Mm-hmm. This smells more piney, evergreen, more like the earthy kind of evergreen smell. Piney. Like crisp snow and evergreens, like in a field, or not a field, a forest, or yeah.
But these are limited.
It's amazing.
These are definitely limited runs. So,
I like that one.
Yeah,
that's my favorite.
Primarily, they're limited because they only make the oils for these type of candles once a year. So all the other candles, I mix the oils myself. These I have to order the oils for. So, but yeah, once these are gone.
They bring me joy.
They bring you joy?
Mm-hmm. They bring me joy. That doesn't bring me joy.
No. I just poured my drink. I got to spill. Hold on.
Jeepers, and Hadley's not even around. You can't even blame her.
I know. Jeez.
Mm-hmm.
Took the fun out of that. No.
Oh,
yeah.
Jeez.
Alcohol abuse. Well, that's joy there. That's definitely.
Yeah, on the computer, not good.
Well, it's sealed. Clean up on aisle one.
Less joy. Yes, much less joy.
I'm thinking along the lines of.
You're cut off.
What?
You're cut off.
No.
You had like 2 sips of it and it's done.
No.
Mm.
Okay. Sound like my cat downstairs. No. No, all I was trying to do is give you some more joy.
No.
So.
I have all the joy that I need in my life.
Oh,
With-
now I'm called Joy. That's not what you called me last night.
What?
Okay.
Oh my!
No.
Just give it to me. Just give it to me. You're gonna let me feed.
Anyway. So,
I can't believe there's people still watching this. There's 14 people still watching this, watching you spill all over yourself.
normally it's me drooling on myself. I'm going to move these out of the way.
Oh my god, guys, too funny.
As you can tell, we do need some more bookshelves. We have a bead on any some bigger ones. Jeff, these are only part of yours. There's been more that's come in, so it's we're running out of room. It's starting to look like the old lady in the basement with all the newspapers.
Stacked up.
Anyway. Oh, Laura, your son's watching with you. Awesome.
Yay!
Uh,
I got this cute new sweater too. I just thought I'd show it. Skulls.
Skulls. Can't go wrong with skulls.
Mm-mm. And Jessup's. Always wearing the Jessup's t-shirt. Jessup's General Store.
I'm dressed like a slob because I've been downstairs pouring candles. So we got another shipment going out to the broom closet. So can't
Mhm.
make it out to here. We got the
Yes.
broom closet.
Pretty much everything we have here,
Mhm.
spare a few things, is at the broom closet. Another place to go check out and support, because it's been a rough few months for Donna too with the store, and she still has hours and she's making a go of it. So
Yeah, so we're definitely we're constantly shipping supplies over to her. We got another shipment that's going to be put together and sent out there.
I think if there's any ideas about what you want to see, I'd like to hear it too, especially with the resin and that. I'm kind of moving towards like more Yule kind of stuff. And
Although she doesn't know what it is, but I have some very unique molds coming that are limited. They're not ever going to be made again, and they're
it scares and excites me all at the same time.
so it's Jim. Hey, Jim.
Jim!
Oh,
Hi.
Jim is one of these type of people that I connected with, and I honestly just immediately feel, I found a brother, long lost brother, when we sat down and talked. It was at a Culticon, and he's amazing.
In Ontario,
Yep.
for everyone who doesn't know, but that was another event that had to be canceled and
Yeah.
poop.
So yeah, we're not yet, Laura. We will be making our own molds here soon. Our first attempt, not good. We have, Jeff knows what I want to make very badly, a mold of. So we're trying to make different things on a smaller scale so we can build up to it. So we are dying to make these new molds. And then plus on top of that, we're adding a smelter in with the mix. So we'll be making our own talismans out of the proper metals and everything. Smelter. So
hopefully there's no smelting accidents.
yeah, that's a little different from spilling wax on yourself. But it's all in. So that's next stage on our products. So we want to make our own athames, our own talismans, our own jewelry, things along these lines.
And we always take commissions too.
Yeah.
If you have an idea, something that you need to be made for magic purposes or just to bring you joy,
Mm-hmm.
then let us know. I'm sure we could figure out how to make it for you. And if we can't figure out how to make it for you, we know the people that could make it for you. So
Patrick, that's on the YouTube channel for everybody on Facebook. Patrick, what we're going to be doing is smelting mostly just the silver and the copper and the aluminum. I'm dying to make an Anana dagger, which is usually made out of copper. Somebody made one for me a long time back, and I want to replace that. Definitely, because it's got to be made out of copper. But those are going to be our primary metals that we're going to be focusing on. Once again, that was, so everybody on Facebook knows, that was on the YouTube channel. Patrick, just so that you know, last time it was, I didn't realize there were two different feeds here. So I was responding to people that everybody thought I was talking to myself.
I mean,
well,
it's not like out of the ordinary,
norm.
but hey.
Agreed. But yeah, it's and then tonight, if you're on Access 7.
Oh yeah, the premiere.
Tonight at 10:30 on Access 7, the MIDI 2 effect will be on there if you have that. And if you don't, if you wait, they usually upload them up to YouTube. So we'll put that link up if they do.
It's the lecture from the Paranormal 101.
Yeah.
So
energy actor compared totally random. Hold on, I'm gonna put that on the page. Tanner was asking, totally random question, but did you guys feel like there was very little energy activity this Samhain compared to other years? You know what? It's what you make it. How about that for an answer?
I think I felt a lot of intense energy, but a lot of that was because of the full moon. But that being said, there's a lot of, there wasn't a lot of kids and people that participated in their way. But of course, when you observe that to be a special day, it is a special day, irregardless of any pandemic that's going on. Or
yeah, I think it's a really good point to make because of everything that was going on. A lot of people were reserved, want to stay in their bubbles, not go out, things like that. So it could also give you that sense of the atmosphere wasn't any different. It was a little less. That's a perception thing. Whereas, being in our situation with the ritual and everything else, I wouldn't say it was less. I just would say it was different. Maybe that. I don't know if I'm making any sense on that. But Laura's bowing out.
Okay.
Just run away like that. Okay, nice to see you again, Laura. All last week was a roller coaster of fuckery. Well, I'm sure the U.S. election didn't help with that. But yeah, it's so I'm just going through my notes real quick because you know me, if I don't make notes, I kind of like can end up 2 hours talking about my shoelaces.
You're not wrong.
I know, it's not wrong. So pretty much so have everything. Yeah, I think I have everything on here.
Yeah.
So we're going to be bowing out here shortly, and just keep in mind, if you wait to the last minute on the oil candles, probably they're not going to be here because I just checked with the company that makes the oils and they're still not available. So I've only got, I think, like 14 left or less because you just sent out order sheet here locally.
Mhm.
And then, yeah, so just saying, so shoot us a message. We'll put one back for you and we'll go from there. And then we'll figure it out later. But the biggest thing is to get one reserved. Oh, hell, she's done with her wine. So that means we got to go. It gets violent around here when her glass is empty. Oh, sorry. Just okay. Much love to you all. Oh, Dreamtime was very active, Jim.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. During when I put the film together, I'm gonna put some other things. And before I forget, Raven, I've got some additional information to add to that. I'm getting flashes of different objects ever since then. So we'll talk about it on our group. So anyway, much love to you all. Yeah, all of you are great. And once again, tomorrow marks our 1 year of taking over the building, and it's because of you guys.
Absolutely.
So between the hands and the thought and the focus energy, it manifests. And let's see what we can do for another year. So much love to you all. Have a good night and be safe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pretty bad out there, guys.
Yeah.